Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm over here in North Central California. Gonna be doing some ground squirrel hunting, more specifically the California ground squirrel. And just to recap on the species, the California ground squirrel is pretty much located all over California, but it can also be seen as north as Western Oregon, some parts of Southern Washington, the north of Baja California, Mexico, and some parts of Nevada. But its home range is pretty much mostly California, and they can be seen as low as the oceans, urban areas, especially farmlands, and mountain ranges above 10,000 feet. So they're pretty adaptive squirrels and have pretty hardy animals, and because of it, they like to stick around people. Our food is easier to get, but because of it, they'll cause damage with their homes. They'll make holes a few inches across to a few feet across, and it can be hazard if you have livestock. So it's pretty much the reason why a lot of farmers they try to get rid of them, especially if you live in rural areas, right? Um, Colonies can be few dozen, and it's a non-game species, so it pretty much means you can hunt it all year long, as long as you have a hunting license with any means. But if you're in an urban area, you gotta just check your local regulations to see how if you can do it legally there. And this area is public land. It's somewhere where I like to hunt deer, and it's pretty overpopulated by them. And I'm gonna help out and take a few out. Get some pre-training for my deer season coming up in about a month. And yeah, it's one of my favorite small game species to hunt. They're pretty challenging, but hopefully you guys like this video, and hopefully it's entertaining for you. Here's Dove. This is the last one that I just shot. This is a pretty good sized one. And then we have two over here. They were pretty much next to each other. One heard the other one drop and stuck his head up and got the best of them. They could have recovered the other ones. They just they wiggle their way down their holes. So out of those, I think it was five of them. I only got three. I wasn't gonna show this clip just because I missed, but also because of how off center the whole video is. I take one shot and I pretty much hit the dirt in front of him, and I thought I hit him here just because how loud the smack was, but I didn't even hit him at all. But I'm using this video as an example of how much I need to improve on this on the side shot. I just haven't used it with this gun, and with zoom to have my scope set up so it can be more clear for you guys, and on my phone as well. So future videos will be much better, I promise. I can't emphasize enough how a good set of binoculars is really what you need when you're trying to hunt ground squirrels, because especially when they start barking or alarming, they'll get up in trees and you won't see them. So I can't tell you how many I've seen just by listening to them and looking through my binoculars. I think a good set of eight power or above is all you really need. I think these are overkill, but this is all I have. But I actually spotted at least 50% of them using my binoculars. And here's a good example of one. It is not a pretty sight, but the 30 cal is very effective. But this audio, apologize for the audio on the camera on the scope cam. It's just it's an old phone. I'm not gonna use that one again. But the smack that this gun does is unheard of from my experience. It puts him down pretty good. I was making my way down the path and I saw a lot of them here. So I pretty much just set up here and waited for them to start coming out. As hard of a hit as he took, he still managed to crawl his way underneath that bush right here, and I'm actually surprised because he wasn't really a big squirrel and took it like a champ, trying to make it back to a hole, but expired right there. Here's another miss. Well, two. First shot is right here. And he goes around and he gives me a second chance, but I totally blew it. But we see some of the advantages of an air rifle. You can get sometimes more than one chance, but it's all on you. And it's fine. Lesson learned, be more patient. So these shots were hard to make because I'm kind of at an angle. And I was pretty much kind of resting the whole rifle on one side of the bipod. So I was trying to hold still. But I know for sure I got two. The third one, it may have gone back in this hole. The last one it was on a tree. I kind of forgot which tree it was, but we'll go look right now. So as I was walking up to where I shot the squirrels, two more popped up from here, and I didn't have time to set up the camera. Popped one over there. Look, there's another one running over there. Yeah, this place is infested by them right here. I know I have two here. I think the one I shot in the tree right there, it dropped there. And there's one up here in the rocks. Let's go collect them. I waited for a while to see if anything else will pop out, but I think I pretty much scared everything in the area. So I started making my way back up to the path. And I was going to decide, should I keep going to the destination I was headed to or just hunt on my way back. And before I got up to the path, one more gave me a chance. So I'm taking a lot of breaks. It's it's about 100 right now. And man, I look so tired. I think I only got like 3 hours of sleep. So I might just go on for a little bit more, but I think I'm gonna turn around. Where I was trying to go to, it's still about maybe a quarter mile, maybe a little bit more, but it's already 2. And if I go there and hunt, by the time I get back to the truck, it's gonna be like 5-6 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna start heading back. Just enjoying the view here.